A Yakuza spin-off where Majima becomes a pirate in Hawaii, why not? Kiryu became a Spinal Ass spin-off. In another one they fought zombies, so is RGG Studios finally losing the plot or perfecting it? It takes place just after the last game, Infinite Wealth. This isn't a mainline entry, it's smaller in scope and somehow more ridiculous. It reuses a lot of assets from the last game. They aren't trying anything big here, they just want you to have a bit of fun. I went in expecting nonsense, what I didn't expect was how much it actually works. Goro Majima wakes up on an island with amnesia. A boy called Noah helps him out. Noah has dreams of leaving the island. In order to repay Noah for helping him, Majima decides he's going to show him the world by taking over a pirate ship and sailing the seas, looking for some legendary lost treasure. This really sets the tone well because this game becomes way more wacky compared to the other entries. How can everyone in Hawaii understand and speak Japanese? Majima tells us not to worry about it. It takes place in modern day, so why are there old school pirate ships everywhere? The best explanation we get is because thugs just missed those days. So thugs started using wooden ships, sails and cannons. It's ridiculous. The game isn't asking you to take this seriously, it just wants you to have fun. The moment I got on board with this is when I used Nitro to boost the ship I was sailing. I was in till the end. This might be the weakest main story in the series, but a bad Yakuza story is still better than most games. There is a lost treasure, and all the different factions need to work together in order to find it. Where the game shines is with its characters and the writing. There is a lot of dialogue, a lot of tropes and cheesy moments, but it all works to get me invested in the story quickly. My only real issue is that Majima himself doesn't feel too important to the story. He is there for all of it, but the story is about Noah and Jason. He's not the mad dog here. Then again, it could be because he's 60 now, which sounds crazy when it's said in the game. He looks fucking great. It does add up, it seems wild to me. This is the only game franchise I can think of where the characters are aging in real time. Surely they have to have a send-off for these characters soon. You will learn every character's backstory, what their relationship with other characters is like, what their hopes and dreams are, what their favourite drink is, and what they think about the economy. I'm only joking about one of those things. Let's take Noah. He has been stuck on the starting island. His dad Jason forced him to stay here because he has asthma. This island has good air for his lungs. His dad's also a drunk. Noah used to cough a lot as a baby, and this really upset Jason and caused him to become overprotective. He won't let Noah leave the island because it will make his breathing worse and he could die. This has created a divide between them. Majima obviously solves this issue in classic Yakuza fashion. He beats the shit out of Jason. This causes Jason to have a heart-to-heart with his son, where he is convinced to let Noah go off and become a pirate with a strange Japanese man he just met. This is then followed up by going to Madlantis, a sanctuary hidden in a cave where pirates compete in a coliseum for the Pirate Queen's amusement. The story has a lot of heart that goes alongside the crazy moments. They haven't reinvented the wheel here, this is in fact a Yakuza game. You'll get to explore Hawaii and other islands, getting into all types of distractions. There are a bunch of fleshed out mini-games like go-karting, karaoke, extreme Uber delivery, Pokemon Snap, and a pirate twist on baseball. The baseball one was a lot of fun. You have to try and clear all the barrels by hitting the balls into them. It's oddly strategic and super satisfying. The other type of distractions are the side stories. This is where the game turns up the wacky factor to 11. They all have Majima find himself in crazy situations. They can be quite humorous, like Majima being able to read animals' minds and somehow ends up romancing Noah's pet tiger, but they always try to have a bit of heart in them as well. They are always the highlight of every game. Some are better than others, some can be crap. I think I enjoyed everyone in this game. I feel like they went for quality over quantity. My favourite side story in this game has to do with the rival street performers. You protect one of those people that pretend to be statues. He isn't as popular as the fire breather performer. The fire breather tries to set him on fire. Majima steps in to stop him. It turns out the fire breather used to be friends with the statue guy. They used to perform together. Inspired by Majima's words, the statue guy challenges the fire breather. Whoever gets the bigger audience wins. The fire breather blows a huge flame, this catches a nearby house on fire and a child is trapped inside. Statue Man runs into the fire because if Majima believes in him, then Statue Man can believe in himself. He actually manages to save the kid and isn't harmed in the process because he is that good of a performer. His hat does catch on fire shortly after. Flame Breather then shows up to apologise for disrespecting Statue Man's art. He then explains he became Fire Breather to get away from Statue Man because he was too good at being a statue and it intimidated him and made him feel like a failure. They have a heart-to-heart, the sappy music kicks in. They agree it's not about the money, it's about making memories for people, making them smile. Flame Breather then goes to turn himself in because I guess he's an arsonist now. The end. Does it sound stupid when I describe it? Yes. But when it ended, didn't I think, good for you, statue guy? It's amazing how invested I get in such stupid scenarios. There is definitely a formula they use for the side stories, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kinda like the combat. This is not an RPG game, they have gone back to the old Yakuza combat, which I prefer. There are two styles to play around with here, Mad Dog and Sea Dog. Mad Dog has Majima's classic moves, is quick and great for one-on-one fights. It's a mix of punch kicks and knife strikes. They have given him more of a focus on aerial combos. A lot of combos will hit enemies into the air where you can go to town on them like this is Spider-Man. Each style has a gauge that can be filled. Mad Dog style summons doppelgangers, which is great for crowds. Sea Dog style is pirate focused. It's great for clearing crowds as attacks can hit multiple enemies. Majima will unlock various weapons to live out the pirate fantasy. He will use 2 swords to attack, he can even throw them like boomerangs to hit multiple targets. He gets a flintlock pistol which he can charge to do high damage. Lastly, he gains a grapple hook which he can use to close the distance between enemies. When this style gauge is filled, Goro can use dark instruments to summon animals like sharks, jellyfish and a parrot to perform devastating attacks. Both of these styles are incredibly fun to play around with, and both have their uses. Heat actions can be performed when the bar is filled. These are high damaging attacks that are accompanied by an over-the-top animation. They are a treat to watch but can get repetitive. I will say the combat can be deep if you want it to be. Some moves have specific inputs you need to perform. I got by for the most part by what I call educated button mashing. I have fun with the combat from start to finish. It's chaotic fun but nothing we haven't seen before. Now, the pirate mechanics are new to the series. They definitely played Black Flag and thought we could do that. It's very similar but not as good. Let's start with the ship. You don't have to worry about wind direction, just point where you want to go. You get a nitro boost to help speed you along. Whilst you are sailing you get into boost trails. These are the quickest way to get around. They will lead you to landing spaces if you stay on them. There is no real reason not to use these. There is nothing out in the ocean to make you go off the trail. Which brings us to the naval combat. It's good but nothing amazing. You can fire in front of you with machine guns, or you can fire to your left or right using cannons. All of these will be on a cooldown once used. The trick is to steer your ship so the cannons are lined up. You can perform a drift while steering to make this easier. Once the ship is damaged enough you can board them. You'll take your crew on and have to defeat everyone. Defeat crew and your support bar will fill. Once filled you can use and apply bursts to your crew to help gain the edge. It's basically more of the already fun combat but you're with a group. How good your ship is in combat is dependent on where you place your crew. This is the management system for this game. Every Yakuza has one. Some crew will be good on cannons, others will be great at boarding. You have to decide where people go. You can find new recruits throughout the game. They can be leveled up and have their own moves. Use them too much or lose a battle and they'll be less effective, at which point you'll have to give them a gift or swap them out. I normally like the management system in these games, and I did enjoy it here but it's definitely not as strong, for one simple reason. Crew don't lose their mood when in the Colosseum. This is where most of the ship combat will take place. You have to fight harder and harder challenges for better rewards. Once I had a good crew I stuck with it because they never got tired or upset. Compare this with the club in Zero. The girls in the club would get tired and need time off, so you couldn't rely on the same people to get by, meaning you had to take the time to level up weaker characters. I got the feeling this aspect was supposed to take effect in the naval sub-story, which is where the crew will get tired. The way I play these games is when something becomes available I do it right away. They are designed for you to keep coming back to throughout your playthrough, but my monkey brain doesn't work like that. Basically I did all the Colosseum first, which led to me having a top tier crew and ship, so by the time the naval sub-story happened, I was overpowered for most of it till the end. I'm not joking when I say by the end of chapter 2 I completed most of the game, after spending like 25 hours not doing the story. Same thing happens to me in all these games. The game is a lot shorter than the main entries, which I kinda love about these spin-offs. I 100% this game and the man who erased his name. They might be some of my favourite Yakuza games overall. Which brings us to the customization. I really like how this has become more of a focus. You can change Goro's appearance to make him look however you want. I like to recreate his old looks for nostalgia's sake. You can do the same for the ship. There are some out there design choices you can make. You can pick whether you want the game to be in Japanese or English. I play with Japanese voice acting purely because it's just off-putting hearing characters in different languages after all these years. I'm sure Matt Mercer does a great job as Majima, but it's not for me. I'll stick with the OG, who is as great as ever. He could probably do this in his sleep. Ultimately I had a fantastic time with Pirate Yakuza. It's not the strongest story or the most innovative gameplay, but I had fun from start to finish. Mechanics could be deeper but were good enough to fulfill the pirate fantasy. I lost 40 hours of my life just like that, and I'd happily do it again. Time to rank it. I'm feeling number 9. A just pretty good Yakuza game is still better than most games for me. It's going above Kingdom Come Deliverance. That game does have a stronger story but took a while to become fun for me, unlike Pirate Yakuza. I can't put it above Astrobot because of the creativity and charm it has, both are super fun though. New number 9, god hell when it comes to rating the other Yakuza games, top 10 are all going to be Yakuza.